Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today you find me out on another walk. We're over in East Sussex near Brighton at the town or village of Rottingdean, so famous for the windmill we can see just perched on the top of the hill. Over in the distance we've got the Rampion wind farm, named after the rampion flower that is found out on the South Downs. And got some great views over Sussex. Said it was going to be dry today, but definitely got some rain out at sea. But what we're going to do, we started out just down here where these houses are, and we followed this footpath lined with hawthorn bushes. Beautiful red colours on this footpath up. We're going to head through this gate here. So the purpose of this walk is that we are going to be visiting a lost village or settlement in the South Downs. This was a casualty of World War II and had been in this coombe for hundreds of years, and this footpath looks like it takes us along a ridge line down into the coombe. There's also some tumuli up in the area, so I'm hoping to have a look at those whilst we're out on our walk. So the South Downs was heavily utilised during the World Wars, especially World War II, for farming, and still got some farming going on to this day, even though it's a national park. Over here we can see I've got some chickens being kept on this piece of land. So right here it's really opened up. We've got some amazing vistas from the centre of the Downs. Off to the left is a modern construction. That is water works. These are all over the South Downs, these. So we've come down from here. This is High Hill, where the waterworks are. Followed this road all the way down, and just over in that direction is some houses, again really isolated, and there's also a water pumping station at the bottom there. I had tried to plan this route out on a new bit of software called Visrando. I'll put a link in the description as to how the route should have gone or will have gone. But like with all of these apps, it translates to play account when you try and take it to your phone, so you can plan it all on the computer, see the topography on the computer. As soon as you put it onto the phone, lose all the topography, and you have to pay for some routing. But now we're on the main strip into Balsdean. Just a quick weather report. Google kind of lied to me today. They said it was going to be sunny with some clouds and no rain, but yeah, it's very windy, very cold. I think it was 9 degrees nearer the coast, but I would say in here it's probably down to maybe 4 or 6 degrees down in the Downs. So yeah, just going to head along this path, and then deep in the Downs here we'll find the village of Balsdean. Here we are. There's not going to be much to see here because, like I said, this settlement was destroyed in World War II. I think mainly around the 1942, to be honest, was when its main destruction happened. But this is what's left of one of the farms. So this community was a very small community. It was consisted of two farms, a lower and an upper farm. So right here, I wasn't expecting to see this, but we've got some earthworks here, sort of weaving its way down the side of the hill, and I'm not sure whether it's an old footpath or not, but we look at this direction, we've got more earthworks in the ground here, and I've not seen it before, but we've got a massive colony of crows. Just look at them. I don't know if they can pick up all of these crows here, and they're all sitting up in this tree as well. But in summer, this little grove of trees is absolutely charming. Right here, we've got what's left of the old farm. You can still see being used today to store hay bales, but obviously a fairly recent farm this, built of brick and breeze blocks, so not like your traditional flint barn. Casing for this device here is completely cracked off, exposing its innards. And yeah, we're going to be heading in that direction. So I headed in that direction, but that was the wrong way. I got to the end, there was another farm building there, tried looking for the chapel, couldn't find it. There's little on the maps actually to indicate where you should be going. Almost felt like asking this farmer. He seems to be busy mending some fence posts over there. However, I got caught in the middle of what can only be called a storm. It literally was super windy, super rainy. Put the cape on, put my head down and stomped my way through. Also there's signs on the fence saying that there's a bull in the field. So had to keep my eyes out for that as well. But yeah, it was just before the farm here that I should have gone left rather than straight on. But as it turns out now, the sun's come out and it looks like I'm having an easy stomp through the South Downs. I didn't take it away from the site, but I did find some kind of metal artefact in the field. Could be an old bit of farm machinery, but possibly could be the butt of a gun, because this area was used for training in World War II, and yeah, it could be one of the discarded weapons have been left in the field to rot away. So yeah, looks like the farmers dismantled this fence, but so I don't have to stomp my way through that. It's pretty muddy today, let's just put it out there. So yeah, we need to be headed down that way. So it's a little bit more sheltered down in this coombe. But I've said it throughout this video and through previous ones, but it's always stunning to see the colours of the hawthorn bushes. I never know whether the camera picks it up as well as my eyes do. But yeah, that one there in particular, I mean, it is glowing red. Very Christmassy. So, as always, we are exploring. Got lots of contradictions on where Balsdean was, but this map clearly shows it being, the chapel being there, and we are here. And we've walked right past it. Now, I did want to see some of these tumuli, but it looks like to get back to the car, which is over here, we've got to take a massive detour, so might be better to come back and just do this walk along the ridgeline a different day, get some different perspective. So when I look at some of the maps I've got, I mean, it's not particularly helpful. This indicates that I'm at a dead end. that doesn't. So when I look at that map there as well, I believed that I was around about that ridge line there was on this map. We've got this there, but looking back on it with fresh eyes, the map doesn't show it there, but I think the curve may have been there shown on the map, and the houses could have been down there, and this farm here was the upper farm, and the one by the pumping station down here was the lower farm. So yeah, this is Exploring Sussex. We are going to head back again in that direction, and we'll come back another day when there's better weather to see the tumuli. So back at this farm, and I had walked past these piles of rubble because they look like mounds of earth, possibly from farming. But now, with a better idea of where we are, we can see bricks. It's a metal, so this tree is quite spectacular. Can't tell from the leaves, as they've all sort of dried up, what type of tree it is. If you know what type of tree that is, then comment down below. Here we are. I had walked straight past this, so this is what's left of the chapel. So this plaque marks the site of the altar of the Norman Church of Balsdean. So we'd be right in the middle of it, and east is in that direction, south and north. So this area here would have been the church itself, and that's where the altar's located. Around here would have been some houses. So that pile left over. So what happened is that, like a lot of the SouthDowns, it was used for military practice, and yeah, basically they came down here with some troops, a bit like the village of Tyneham in Dorset, and they just used it for practicing for invading Normandy. But unlike Tyneham, the people who lived here were removed, never to come back again. The land was grabbed, and all of the houses were completely destroyed. I really don't understand the purpose of, I understand training, but surely if you don't need to practice shooting a shell at the side of a house. It's pretty easy, I would imagine. But yeah, that's what they did. And these combs were used because if you were firing bullets and shells, obviously it kept them within the bowl of the hill, so you couldn't, stray bullets couldn't go and hit any other local. Just a little bit extra after making that video. Saw this in the local area and thought it was worth a hike to this on the way back to the car, which is parked over there. Just thought this was actually very interesting. Looks like an old Roman mile marker. It's got some carvings in it. Looks like a 1 and a 2, and we've got little bits on the top there as well. So if there's a Roman mile marker, let me know. But right next to this grave and wonderful sea. So I've done a short on this, so you'll be able to see that on the channel.